Creating a Vision for Your Future, published by Audiobooks Journal YouTube channel. Who is this book for? This book is for anyone who's tired of feeling stuck, going through the motions, and watching life happen instead of making it happen. It's for the dreamers who have big ideas, but sometimes don't know where to start. It's for the doers who need a little clarity and a lot of motivation to take the next step. If you've ever felt like you're capable of more, like there's a version of yourself out there that's thriving, confident, and unstoppable, this book is for you. It's for anyone ready to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating their future today. This book is not about quick fixes or empty motivation. It's about practical steps, real mindset shifts, and daily habits that move you closer to the life you want. If you're ready to take control, set a vision, and actually live it, you're in the right place. Chapter 1. Wake up and decide what you really want. The first step to creating the life you want is often the hardest, waking up. And I'm not talking about rolling out of bed in the morning. I mean really waking up. The kind of waking up that shakes you out of autopilot, stops the endless scrolling, the routine that doesn't serve you, and the habits that keep you small. Most people go through life half asleep, doing what's expected, following the script society handed them, and wondering why their dreams feel distant. But here's the truth. Your life will only change when you decide to wake up. When you decide to be fully present, fully alive, and fully committed to yourself. Waking up is about awareness. It's noticing the patterns that are holding you back. It's admitting that some of the ways you've been living are just comfortable excuses. Comfort isn't success. Comfort is a trap. If you want to step into a future that excites you, you need to be brutally honest about where you are, what you've been tolerating, and where you truly want to go. Now, deciding what you really want sounds simple, but it's not. Most people think they know, but they're lying to themselves. They say they want success or happiness or more money, but those are just words. They're vague. They're placeholders for something deeper, something real that makes your heart race when you imagine it. You need clarity. You need a vision so vivid it makes your palms sweat and your mind start solving problems before you even ask the question. Start by asking yourself a simple question. If nothing was holding you back, if fear didn't exist, what would your life look like in 5 years? Don't think small. Don't think about what's realistic or what other people would approve of. Think about what excites you. Think about the life that makes you jump out of bed in the morning. Picture it in every detail. The place you live, the people around you, the kind of work you're doing, how you feel every single day. This is your North Star, your guiding light, and your map to making decisions that align with who you are meant to become. Once you've imagined it, you need to write it down. There's power in putting your desires into words. Writing transforms vague ideas into concrete plans. It moves them from your head to reality. Don't worry about being perfect. Don't overthink it. Write down everything you want, the lifestyle, the achievements, the relationships, the impact you want to make. Be honest, be bold, and don't hold back. This is your chance to give yourself permission to want what you truly want. But here's the catch. Clarity alone isn't enough. You also need courage. You need to face the fact that deciding what you want may challenge the people around you. It may challenge your current job, your routine, and even your sense of safety. And that's okay. Growth rarely happens in comfort zones. Choosing what you want is the first step in taking ownership of your life. It's the moment you stop blaming circumstances, stop waiting for permission, and start creating a life on your own terms. Next comes focus. Once you know what you want, you must focus relentlessly on it. The world is full of distractions, social media, other people's opinions, obligations that aren't yours. Every day you spend drifting, every hour wasted on noise, pulls you further from your vision. Focus isn't just a skill, it's a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. Start by identifying the single most important thing you can do today to move closer to your dream, and then do it without excuses. Small, consistent actions compound into massive results over time. Another critical piece of this chapter is understanding your why. Why do you want what you want? If your reason isn't strong enough, motivation will fade when challenges arise. Your why should hit you in the chest, the kind of reason that keeps you going when it's tough, when you're tired, when every part of you wants to quit. Write it down. Repeat it to yourself. Let it fuel every choice you make.
And yes, challenges will come. Life will test you. Fear, doubt, and uncertainty will try to pull you back into the familiar comfort of mediocrity. But here's the secret. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Every setback is a lesson wrapped in disguise. When you wake up and decide what you want, you also make a silent promise
To yourself, no matter what happens, you will keep moving forward. You will not settle. You will not accept less than what you're capable of. Now, let's talk about habits. Your vision will never survive without the daily routines and disciplines that support it. Successful people aren't people who rely on motivation alone. They create systems that make progress inevitable. Start by building habits that align with your dream. If your goal is to become healthier, schedule workouts like appointments you cannot miss. If your goal is to grow financially, dedicate time every day to learning, planning, or taking action. Habits are the invisible architecture of your future. Every small, intentional action is a brick in the life you're building. Finally, remember that deciding what you want is not a one-time event. You will evolve, your goals will shift, and your understanding of yourself will deepen. Be flexible, but don't compromise your core desires. Keep checking in with yourself. Keep refining your vision. And above all, keep taking action. Dreams without action are fantasies. Vision without execution is useless. So, wake up. Decide what you want. Write it down. Find your why. Focus. Build habits. Face challenges head-on. Celebrate every step forward. This chapter isn't just about thinking, it's about moving. It's about stepping into your power, taking responsibility for your life, and saying out loud, I know what I want, and I'm going to make it happen. By the end of this chapter, you should feel the fire inside you, the undeniable pull toward the life you're meant to live. You should be ready to stop drifting, stop making excuses, and start creating. Your future is waiting, but it won't wait forever. Wake up, decide what you really want, and then go get it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. It really helps me create more content for you. Thank you. Chapter 2. Picture your life like a movie and step into it. Once you've woken up and decided what you truly want, the next step is imagination. Not the kind of imagination that daydreams away your afternoon, but the kind that shapes reality. Picture your life like a movie, and here's the kicker, you are the lead character, the director, and the screenwriter all at once. This isn't a rehearsal. There are no retakes in life, only the opportunities you create, the choices you make, and the courage you summon to step onto the set every single day. Why a movie? Because movies are immersive. They make us feel. They transport us into worlds that seem impossible, yet somehow believable. They show us what's possible when vision, action, and courage collide. Now imagine applying that same principle to your own life. What if you could see your future so clearly, feel it so vividly, that it starts influencing every decision you make today? That's exactly what this chapter is about. Start by closing your eyes and imagining the version of your life you want. Don't hold back. Think about where you live, how your home feels, who you spend your time with, what your mornings look like, what your evenings feel like. Picture your ideal job, your ideal income, your ideal energy levels, and your health. Picture the relationships you want, people who lift you up, challenge you to grow, and inspire you to be your best self. This isn't just about comfort or luxury. It's about fulfillment, excitement, and meaning. The more details you can imagine, the more powerful the vision becomes. Here's the key. Your vision has to make you feel something. If thinking about it doesn't give you goosebumps, a rush of excitement, or even a little fear, it's too small. Dreams that don't scare you a little are often dreams that aren't big enough. Your mind needs to feel the possibilities in order to start wiring itself for success. Emotions are the fuel of action. The more you feel your vision, the more motivated you become to act, and the more your subconscious begins aligning everything around that vision. Next, write it down. Describe your life as if it's a movie script. Include dialogue, actions, feelings, and milestones. Write about your day from start to finish, as if the cameras are rolling. Detail the struggles you overcome, the moments of joy, the challenges that make you stronger. By writing it down, you're transforming abstract ideas into a concrete roadmap. The act of writing activates your brain in a different way than just thinking. It commits your vision to reality. But don't stop at just imagining. Step into your movie. Act as if you are already that person who lives the life you're envisioning. Walk, talk, and think like them. Make decisions based on who you want to be, not who you are right now. This is powerful because action shapes identity. The small choices you make today, when aligned with your future self, compound over time. Want to be a confident entrepreneur? Start acting like one, network, learn, take calculated risks, and speak with authority. Want to be healthier and fitter? Move, eat, and rest like the person you aspire to be. Your life is not waiting for you to arrive, it's waiting for you to start living it. Visualization is more than daydreaming. It's programming your mind. The human brain cannot always distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you picture yourself achieving your goals with emotion, your brain starts preparing for those outcomes. It notices opportunities, recognizes solutions, and takes steps, even subconsciously, to make your vision a reality. Olympic athletes, top performers, and successful entrepreneurs use this technique every day. They see the victory before it happens, and then they act with unstoppable force to make it real. Now, let's talk about belief. You cannot step into a movie you don't believe in. Doubt is the villain in the story, and you need to confront it head-on. Every "I can't," "it's impossible," or "I don't deserve it" is a line from an old script written by fear. Rewrite it. Replace doubt with confidence. Replace hesitation with action. Your movie will only succeed if you, the lead actor, believe in the plot, in the character, and in the happy ending you deserve. Believe that you are capable, worthy, and ready for this life. Taking your vision seriously also means creating triggers in the real world to remind you of it. Surround yourself with cues that reinforce your future self. Vision boards, journals, affirmations, or even photos and objects that represent your goals. Each reminder strengthens your commitment and keeps your subconscious aligned with your desired outcome. Every time you see it, you reconnect with the version of yourself who is already living that life, and that reconnection fuels action. Action is where most people fail. They dream, they imagine, they plan, but then they stop. Your movie doesn't make itself. You have to show up on set every day. Even small actions count. Every call you make, every email, every workout, every moment spent learning or improving is a scene in your story. Treat your life like a series of scenes you're directing intentionally, rather than drifting through as an extra in someone else's film. Obstacles? They will come. Directors often face setbacks, budget issues, and unexpected challenges during production. Your life is no different. But remember, the best stories are never without conflict. Challenges are what make the plot gripping, the characters strong, and the victories meaningful. When difficulties arise, view them as plot twists that add depth, experience, and resilience to your story. Overcoming them isn't just part of the narrative, it's the part that makes your ending unforgettable. Collaboration is also critical. Even in a solo journey, No one creates a masterpiece alone. Find mentors, coaches, friends, and allies who understand your vision and push you to step fully into it. They're your crew, your supporting cast, your guiding stars. The people you surround yourself with should elevate the story, not distract from it. If someone's presence consistently drains your energy or dulls your vision, they're a supporting actor you don't need. Choose your cast wisely. Finally, remember this. Your life is happening right now. Your future self is built from what you do today, this week, this month. Every scene matters. Don't wait for the perfect moment to step into your movie. There is no perfect moment. There is only now, and now is your cue to act. Step boldly, step consistently, and step with the full knowledge that your vision is achievable. The more you step into your life as the lead actor, the more the universe will align to support the story you're telling. Picture your life like a movie, step fully into it, and then live every scene intentionally. Don't wait for the climax to be amazing. Make every day a memorable scene, filled with purpose, passion, and action. Your movie is yours to direct, and it's time to roll the cameras, step into character, and make it a blockbuster. Chapter 3. Break down big dreams into tiny, doable steps. By now, you've woken up, decided what you truly want, and pictured your life like a movie. You felt it, visualized it, and stepped into the character of your future self. But here's the truth. Vision alone isn't enough. Big dreams, no matter how exciting, can feel overwhelming. The bigger they are, the more intimidating they seem. That's where most people quit. They stare at the mountain and think, I'll never climb that. But the secret to achieving anything extraordinary is simple. Break it down. Take your massive, audacious dreams and divide them into tiny, actionable steps that are impossible not to accomplish. Think of your dream as a giant puzzle. The full picture is amazing, but if you try to tackle it all at once, you'll get lost. The trick is to focus on one piece at a time. Each small piece you place builds momentum, creates confidence, and brings the larger picture closer to reality. Tiny actions might feel insignificant, but compounded over time, they produce massive results. It's not the grand gesture that gets you there. It's the consistent, deliberate effort, step after step. Start by identifying the big milestones within your dream. For example, if your goal is to start a business, your milestones might look like this. Research your industry, develop a business plan, secure funding, launch a product, grow your audience. Each milestone is a checkpoint, a mini victory that keeps you motivated. Big dreams aren't achieved in a day. They are the result of small wins stacked consistently over weeks, months, and years. Once you've mapped out your milestones, break each one into actionable steps. These steps should be so small that they are undeniable, almost impossible not to do. If one milestone is develop a business plan, a tiny step could be spend 30 minutes today brainstorming ideas. Tomorrow, outline your sections. The day after, research your competition. By breaking the work into manageable chunks, you eliminate overwhelm and give yourself a clear path forward. Action breeds progress, and progress fuels motivation. Another key is prioritization. Not all steps carry the same weight. Some actions are leverage points. They create a ripple effect that moves you forward faster. Identify which tiny steps will have the biggest impact and tackle them first. These are your high-value actions. Don't waste your energy on busy work that looks productive but doesn't actually move the needle. Focus on what matters most and watch your progress accelerate. One technique that works incredibly well is the daily micro-action. Every day, commit to doing one small thing that brings you closer to your goal. It doesn't matter if it takes 10 minutes or an hour, the point is consistency. Over time, these micro-actions compound into real, tangible results. Imagine taking just one tiny step every day for a year. That's 365 steps toward your dream. One day, you'll look back and realize you've moved mountains without even noticing it at first. Mindset is equally important in this process. Breaking down big dreams isn't just about strategy, it's about belief. You must trust that small, consistent actions matter. You must believe that progress doesn't have to be dramatic to be effective. Celebrate each step, no matter how tiny. Each action is proof that you're moving in the right direction. Momentum builds when you acknowledge victories, and momentum is the fuel that keeps you going when motivation dips. Let's also address fear. Big dreams naturally trigger fear. What if I fail? What if it's too hard? What if I'm not good enough? These fears can paralyze even the most motivated people. But when you break a dream into tiny steps, fear loses its power. Small steps are manageable. They reduce risk. They allow you to move forward even when fear is present. Facing fear in small doses builds courage, and courage compounds just like action. Accountability is another powerful tool. Share your tiny steps with someone you trust, a mentor, a friend, or even a community. Tell them what you're working on and check in regularly. Accountability transforms intention into action. When someone else knows your goals, it's harder to procrastinate and easier to stay consistent. You'll also receive encouragement, feedback, and perspective that can help you refine your steps and accelerate your progress. Tracking your progress is essential. Keep a journal, a spreadsheet, or even a simple checklist. There's something magical about seeing your steps add up. Checking off a tiny action creates a sense of accomplishment and reinforces the habit of moving forward. It's tangible proof that your effort is not wasted. And when you feel stuck, reviewing your progress reminds you that even small wins matter and are adding up to big results. Flexibility is key too. Life is unpredictable and things won't always go according to plan. That's fine. Breaking dreams into tiny steps doesn't mean rigidity, it means adaptability. If one path doesn't work, adjust your steps. The overall vision remains the same, but the route can change. Learn to embrace setbacks as opportunities to adjust, refine, and improve. Resilience is built one small action at a time. Another important point, don't underestimate the power of habit. Small steps are most effective when they become automatic. Build routines that support your dreams. Set aside dedicated time each day for your micro-actions. Create environments that make it easy to succeed. Your future self will thank you for turning progress into a habit rather than relying solely on willpower. Habits make success inevitable because they remove the friction between intention and action. Let's talk about momentum. When you take small steps consistently, momentum builds naturally. The first few steps may feel awkward or slow, but once momentum kicks in, progress becomes almost effortless. It's like pushing a boulder up a hill. At first, it barely moves. But with consistent effort, it starts rolling, picking up speed, and eventually, the climb becomes easier and more rewarding. Your actions, no matter how small, compound over time to create unstoppable force. Finally, mindset and action must work together. Break down big dreams, yes, but also feed your mind with positivity, inspiration, and belief. Surround yourself with stories of people who achieve the impossible, remind yourself daily of your vision, and internalize the truth that you are capable of achieving it too. Action without belief is mechanical. Belief without action is fantasy. Together, they create unstoppable momentum. In the end, the biggest dreams are not conquered by giant leaps, but by small, deliberate steps taken consistently. Every successful person, every breakthrough, every achievement started
the same way, one tiny, doable step at a time. Your job is to identify those steps, commit to them daily, and keep going no matter how small they seem. Each step is a victory. Each step builds confidence, momentum, and results. Each step brings you closer to living the life you imagined in your movie.
So break it down. Take that massive dream, dissect it into small actions, and start today. No excuses. No waiting. Small, consistent steps are the secret weapon of achievers. Momentum is your ally. Fear is just a sign you're on the right track. Keep moving, keep building, and before long, those tiny steps will have carried you to places you once thought impossible. Your dream isn't too big, it's just waiting for you to take it one tiny, unstoppable step at a time. Chapter 4. Crush the excuses that hold you back. By now, you've woken up, decided what you want, pictured your life like a movie, and broken your big dreams into tiny, doable steps. You have the vision, the plan, and the momentum building. But here's the hard truth. No matter how clear your vision is, no matter how well you plan, you will face one enemy more dangerous than fear, more subtle than doubt, and more persistent than procrastination. That enemy is excuses. Excuses are the silent killers of potential. They're the invisible chains that keep you trapped in mediocrity, whispering lies that make staying in your comfort zone feel safe. Excuses are everywhere. They show up as, I don't have time, I don't have enough money, I'm not ready yet, or it's too hard. They are the stories we tell ourselves to justify an action. They are clever because they often sound reasonable. They hide fear behind logic, laziness behind practicality, and failure behind planning. If you want to live the life you imagined, you must identify these excuses, confront them, and destroy them. The first step is awareness. You can't crush what you don't see. Pay attention to your thoughts, your words, and your behaviors. Notice the patterns that hold you back. When you catch yourself saying, I'll start tomorrow, or it's not the right time, recognize it for what it is, an excuse. The moment you identify it, you take the first step toward freedom. Awareness is power. Once you see the lies, you can start rewriting the script. Next, challenge every excuse. Excuses thrive because they aren't questioned. They live in the shadows of your mind, unchecked and unchallenged. Ask yourself, is this really true? Often, you'll discover that the obstacles you've built in your mind are far smaller than they seem. Time, money, and skills are rarely the problem. They are just reasons your brain uses to avoid discomfort. True growth begins when you push past these self-imposed limitations and realize that you are capable of more than you've allowed yourself to believe. One of the most powerful tools to crush excuses is accountability. When you share your goals with someone who will hold you responsible, excuses lose their power. You can't hide behind procrastination or half-hearted effort when someone else is watching and encouraging you to show up. Mentors, coaches, or supportive friends can help you stay honest, consistent, and relentless in pursuing your vision. Accountability turns intentions into actions and excuses into motivation. Another strategy is to take action before you feel ready. Excuses often arise because we are waiting for the perfect moment, the ideal conditions, or the right feeling. But here's the reality. You will never feel 100% ready. There will always be reasons to wait. The people who succeed are not the ones who wait. They are the ones who act despite the fear, the uncertainty, and the discomfort. Action is the antidote to excuses. Even one small step forward can break the cycle of inaction and build unstoppable momentum. Reframe your mindset around discomfort. Excuses often hide the truth. Growth is uncomfortable. Change is hard. Achieving something extraordinary requires effort, discipline, and persistence. Instead of avoiding discomfort, embrace it. See it as a sign that you are moving in the right direction. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, every time you push past an excuse, you strengthen your resilience and prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you imagined. Prioritize your why. Excuses gain power when your purpose isn't strong enough. The bigger and clearer your reason for pursuing your dreams, the easier it becomes to crush excuses. When your why is compelling, when it hits you in the chest and fuels your every decision, excuses start to feel meaningless. You'll realize that the pain of staying stuck is far greater than the temporary discomfort of action. Your vision becomes bigger than your fear, and excuses no longer stand a chance. Let's talk about reframing. Every excuse can be turned into an opportunity. For example, I don't have time can become, how can I use my time more wisely? I'm not ready yet can become, what can I learn today to get closer to readiness? By shifting your perspective, you turn excuses into challenges that propel you forward rather than chains that hold you back. Every obstacle is a lesson, and every excuse is a chance to grow stronger. Commitment is essential. Crushing excuses isn't a one-time event, it's a lifestyle. You must decide that excuses will no longer control your life. Make a rule for yourself. No more blaming circumstances, no more waiting for perfect conditions, no more tolerating self-doubt disguised as logic. Decide that you will act consistently and relentlessly, no matter what. This commitment transforms your mindset from reactive to proactive. You stop asking, why me, and start asking, what can I do next? Build routines that eliminate excuses before they appear. Structure your day to make progress inevitable. Schedule your most important tasks first when your energy is highest. Automate decisions that drain mental energy. Remove distractions that fuel procrastination. The less room you give excuses to creep in, the easier it is to maintain focus and take consistent action. Habits are the armor against the enemy of inaction. Remember, accountability, action, mindset, why, reframing, and routines are not abstract concepts, they are practical tools. Use them daily. Each time an excuse arises, confront it immediately. Ask yourself, is this real or is this fear talking? Take one step forward anyway. Repeat. Over time, you'll notice a shift. What once felt impossible, risky, or uncomfortable will become normal. Excuses will no longer dictate your life. You'll develop a track record of showing up, of executing, and of achieving. Celebrate the wins along the way. Each time you crush an excuse, you strengthen your confidence and belief in yourself. Acknowledge the courage it takes to act when fear whispers otherwise. Momentum builds from these small victories, and your capacity to overcome future excuses grows exponentially. Every day you take control is another day you prove that excuses do not define you, your actions do. Finally, remember that life is short, and the cost of excuses is high. Every day you delay, every opportunity you let slip, every "I'll start tomorrow" is a moment of your potential lost. Excuses may feel comfortable in the moment, but they steal your dreams, your growth, and your fulfillment. The people who achieve extraordinary things are not the most talented or the luckiest. They are the ones who refuse to let excuses rule their lives. They show up, take action, and crush every barrier that stands in their way. So, start today. Identify your excuses, challenge them, and act despite them. Build routines, commit to your why, and surround yourself with accountability. Reframe obstacles as opportunities, embrace discomfort, and celebrate every victory, no matter how small. Excuses are nothing more than illusions. They have power only if you give it to them. Take your power back, step into your future, and crush the excuses that have held you back for far too long. Your dreams are waiting. Your potential is limitless. Excuses have no place in the life you are building. It's time to take responsibility, take action, and prove to yourself that you are unstoppable. Crush every excuse, every doubt, and every fear. Show up. Do the work. Live the life you imagined. Chapter 5. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher. If there's one thing that can make or break your journey toward the life you want, it's the company you keep. The people around you are more powerful than any tool, strategy, or self-help book. They can either propel you forward with energy, support, and wisdom, or they can drag you down with negativity, doubt, and distractions. Your network, your friends, your colleagues, and even the people you scroll past on social media are shaping your mindset, your habits, and ultimately, your results. If you want to reach new heights, it's essential to surround yourself with people who lift you higher. Let's start with the basics. Think about the 5 people you spend the most time with. Chances are their mindset, habits, and energy levels have a direct impact on you. If most of them are doubtful, unmotivated, or critical, it's hard to maintain focus, drive, and confidence. Conversely, if you spend your time with ambitious, supportive, and inspiring people, their energy becomes contagious. Success leaves clues, and one of the most important clues is who you choose to spend your time with. So, what does it mean to surround yourself with people who lift you higher? These are the people who believe in possibilities rather than limitations. They challenge you to grow, push you outside your comfort zone, and hold you accountable when you start slipping. They celebrate your wins genuinely, without jealousy or reservation. They inspire you to become a better version of yourself simply by being around them. And importantly, they do not drain your energy or leave you feeling smaller after spending time together. Finding these people starts with intention. You cannot leave it to chance. Evaluate your current circle and ask yourself, are these relationships helping me move toward my goals, or are they keeping me stuck? Are these people motivated, passionate, and growth-oriented, or do they complain, make excuses, and settle for less? Be honest with yourself. This is not about judgment. It's about alignment. Your success depends on your environment, and your environment is largely defined by the people in it. Mentorship is another critical piece. Surrounding yourself with people who lift you higher doesn't only mean peers, it means finding mentors who have walked the path you aspire to take. Mentors provide guidance, wisdom, and perspective that accelerates your growth. They've already faced the challenges you're encountering, and they can offer solutions, encouragement, and insights that save you time and energy. A strong mentor relationship can transform your trajectory, giving you clarity and confidence that's hard to achieve alone. Equally important is reciprocity. Surrounding yourself with high-energy, growth-minded people doesn't mean being a passive recipient of their energy. Contribute, support, and inspire them in return. Relationships are not one-way streets. The more value you bring to your network, the more likely they are to invest in you. Collaboration, shared ambition, and mutual support amplify results for everyone involved. High performers naturally attract other high performers, and when you contribute positively, you cement your place in that circle. Boundaries are essential. Not every relationship is meant to last forever. Some people, no matter how much you care about them, are holding you back. Toxic relationships, energy vampires, or chronic complainers can sabotage your mindset and drain your motivation. Setting boundaries doesn't mean cutting off kindness or compassion. It means protecting your time, energy, and focus. It means saying no to people who don't align with your vision and yes to the people and experiences that do. Seek inspiration actively. Attend events, join communities, and find groups where people share your ambition. Surround yourself with individuals who are learning, growing, and achieving. Online or offline, intentionally place yourself in environments where your vision is normalized, supported, and encouraged. The more you immerse yourself in a culture of growth, the faster your own mindset and habits shift to match. Communication matters. It's not just about who is in your circle, but also how you interact with them. Share your goals, be vulnerable about your challenges, and ask for feedback. People who lift you higher will provide constructive criticism and encouragement. They will push you to be honest with yourself and hold you accountable to your commitments. And you must reciprocate that honesty and openness. The stronger your communication, the stronger your mutual growth. Celebrate wins together. Surrounding yourself with motivated, inspiring people means celebrating progress, not just outcomes. Every small victory deserves acknowledgement. When you see others succeed, celebrate them genuinely. It strengthens relationships and builds a culture of support. When you face setbacks, those same people help you rise instead of letting you fall into doubt or discouragement. Collective energy multiplies individual achievement. Pay attention to energy. Emotions are contagious. People who are consistently negative, anxious, or critical will drag you down, even if you are highly motivated. Conversely, energetic, optimistic, and resilient people lift the collective mood and make challenges feel manageable. Surround yourself with those whose energy aligns with your ambitions. Positive energy doesn't mean ignoring reality, it means approaching challenges with solution-focused optimism. Consistency is key. Relationships that lift you higher need to be nurtured over time. Regular contact, shared experiences, and mutual support strengthen bonds. It's not just who you meet, but who you engage with consistently that shapes your environment. Make time for people who inspire you. Schedule conversations, attend events, and participate actively in communities that matter. Your consistent presence signals commitment to growth, and it attracts like-minded individuals. Don't underestimate the power of peer influence. People who are achieving great things model behaviors, mindsets, and habits that you can emulate. The more time you spend around high achievers, the more natural their behaviors and mindset become. It's like learning a language, you absorb it through immersion. Surround yourself with excellence, and you will internalize the standards, discipline, and energy required to achieve your own extraordinary results. Finally, remember that your environment shapes your identity. The people around you act as mirrors, reflecting your potential back to you. If you surround yourself with people who think small, you will unconsciously limit yourself. If you surround yourself with people who dream big, act boldly, and lift each other up, your vision expands naturally. Your network becomes your support system, your motivators, and your fuel. So take action today. Audit your relationships. Identify the people who lift you higher, inspire you, and challenge you to grow. Seek out mentors, peers, and communities that align with your vision. Set boundaries with those who drain your energy or hold you back. Communicate openly, celebrate progress, and contribute positively. Immerse yourself in environments where ambition, growth, and excellence are the norm. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher and watch as your life transforms faster than you ever imagined. The people you choose to spend your time with are not just friends or colleagues, they are catalysts. They shape your mindset, influence your habits, and amplify your results. High performers don't go it alone. They build networks of energy, support, and inspiration that propel them toward extraordinary achievement. Choose your circle wisely. Elevate your environment. Align your relationships with your vision. Your success, your energy, and your growth depend on it. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher, and you'll discover that together, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Chapter 6. Take action every day and celebrate every win. You've decided what you want. You've pictured your life like a movie. You've broken down big dreams into small, doable steps. You've crushed excuses and surrounded yourself with people who lift you higher. Now comes the most important chapter, action. Dreams without action are fantasies. Vision without movement is just imagination. The difference between the life you have and the life you want is simple, action. But not just sporadic bursts of effort. Consistent, daily action. And alongside that action, celebration. Because every win, no matter how small, fuels momentum and builds confidence. Let's start with daily action. Every day, no matter what, commit to doing something that brings you closer to your goals. It doesn't have to be monumental. Sometimes the smallest action creates the biggest ripple. Make a list each morning of the key tasks that will push you forward. These aren't chores or busy work, they're high-leverage actions. Ask yourself, which 3 things, if completed today, will move my life closer to my vision? Focus on those. Prioritize them. Attack them with full energy. Consistency is everything. Progress is not measured by a single heroic effort, but by repeated action over time. Think of it as compounding in motion. Each day you act, your skills improve, your confidence grows, and your momentum builds. Even when results aren't immediately visible, you are laying the foundation for massive success. This is why high achievers never stop showing up, even on days they don't feel like it. They know that momentum is more important than mood. They act regardless, and results follow. Taking action also means embracing imperfection. Waiting for the perfect plan, the perfect time, or the perfect skill set is the enemy of progress. Action teaches you, shapes you, and provides feedback that planning alone cannot. You learn faster by doing than by thinking. Every mistake, every failure, every misstep is a lesson disguised as experience. Don't wait to feel ready. Step into action now, learn as you go, and adjust along the way. Imperfection is not a flaw, it's a feature of growth. Tracking progress is crucial. Keep a daily log of what you accomplish. It could be a simple journal, a checklist, or an app. Seeing tangible evidence of your actions builds momentum and reinforces your habits. When you record your steps, you also reinforce accountability, first to yourself and second to anyone else who is supporting your journey. There's nothing more motivating than crossing off tasks and watching your consistent effort add up day after day. Now, let's talk about celebration. Action without recognition can lead to burnout. Celebrating every win, no matter how small, is essential for motivation. Each win is proof that your system works, that your efforts matter, and that progress is real. Celebrate the completion of a task, the hitting of a milestone, the overcoming of a challenge. When you acknowledge your wins, you reinforce the behavior that created them. Success becomes addictive, momentum grows, and your confidence skyrockets. Celebration doesn't have to be extravagant. It can be as simple as taking a moment to reflect on your achievement, giving yourself credit, or sharing your progress with someone who supports you. The key is to internalize the win and feel the positive emotions associated with it. This emotional reinforcement is powerful. It creates a feedback loop. Action leads to results. Results lead to celebration. Celebration fuels motivation, and motivation drives further action. Action and celebration also work as a shield against discouragement. On the journey to your dreams, setbacks are inevitable. You will face obstacles, delays, and challenges that test your resolve. But if you have a daily habit of taking action and celebrating wins, you create a mental reservoir of momentum and confidence. Even when things get tough, you can draw from this reservoir to push forward. Every small victory you've celebrated is proof that you can succeed again. Let's discuss focus. Daily action must be intentional. It's not about being busy, it's about being effective. Identify the tasks that have the highest impact on your goals. Don't get distracted by urgent but unimportant activities. Every action should move the needle toward your vision. High performers focus relentlessly on high-value tasks, and they protect their time and energy fiercely. Focused action creates faster results and reduces wasted effort. Habits are the backbone of daily action. When your positive actions become habits, consistency becomes effortless. Create routines that automatically move you closer to your goals. Start your mornings with your most important actions. Dedicate time for learning, growth, and skill development. Set triggers that remind you to act even when motivation wanes. Habits transform effort into automatic progress, reducing reliance on willpower alone. Daily action also includes reflection. Take time each day to review what worked, what didn't, and what you can improve. Reflection allows you to optimize your approach and refine your methods. It turns experience into insight. Without reflection, you risk repeating mistakes or missing opportunities for improvement. Combine action with reflection, and your growth accelerates exponentially. Momentum compounds. When you take action every day and celebrate every win, you build an unstoppable force. One step leads to another, one win leads to more wins, and before you know it, your life begins to shift dramatically. Momentum carries you through challenges, inspires creativity, and strengthens resilience. It's the secret ingredient that turns ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Surrounding yourself with supportive people amplifies this process. Share your wins, celebrate with others, and draw inspiration from their progress. Communities of motivated individuals create collective energy that elevates everyone. When you combine daily action, celebration, and supportive relationships, you create an ecosystem where success becomes natural and inevitable. Avoid complacency. Even small wins should be celebrated, but never let them lull you into stagnation. Each celebration is also a checkpoint, a reminder to keep moving, keep pushing, and keep stepping toward bigger goals. Treat each victory as proof of capability, not as a reason to stop. The journey never ends, it evolves, grows, and expands as you do. Action and celebration also build resilience. Life will challenge you, and setbacks will happen. But when you have a history of consistent action and acknowledged wins, you develop confidence that you can overcome anything. You see evidence that effort pays off, that progress is possible, and that challenges are temporary. This resilience becomes self-reinforcing, creating a mindset that views obstacles as opportunities rather than barriers. Finally, internalize this truth. Every day is an opportunity. Every moment you act is a moment closer to your dreams. Every win, no matter how small, is a reminder of your capability. When you take action daily and celebrate every achievement, you transform your life from passive waiting into deliberate, unstoppable progress. You become a force of momentum, purpose, and energy. Your dreams stop being distant possibilities and start becoming inevitable realities. So start now. Take one action today, no matter how small. Celebrate it. Take another tomorrow. Keep the momentum rolling. Review, reflect, and optimize. Surround yourself with supportive people. Focus on high-leverage tasks. Build habits that ensure consistent progress. Embrace challenges as lessons and setbacks as temporary. Celebrate every win, fuel your momentum, and act relentlessly. Your life is happening right now, and the only way to make it extraordinary is to show up every day and take action. Celebrate every victory along the way, and you'll realize that your dream life is not a destination. It's a series of intentional, unstoppable steps that you take every single day. Your future self is counting on you. Take action. Celebrate your wins. Keep moving. Every day matters. Every win matters. Your life transforms one action at a time, and your momentum is unstoppable. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. It really helps me create more content for you. Thank you.